Hey everyone, and welcome to Canine Dog Talk. You know, if you're watching this, I bet it's because you get it. That bond we have with our dogs, it's just something else, right? They're not just pets, they're our family. And of course, we do absolutely anything to make sure they're happy.
But what if I told you there's a question we almost never stop to ask? What if, even with all our love and the best intentions, we're accidentally doing things every single day that are quietly hurting their feelings? It's a tough thought, I know. So let's really get into it.
See, here's the thing. Your dog might not understand the dictionary definition of mortgage or bad day at work, but emotionally, oh, they get everything. They are absolute masters at reading our tone, our body language, our energy. They're constantly watching us, feeling with us, way more than we probably give them credit for.
All right, so first up, let's talk about how our good intentions can get, well, totally lost in translation. This is where a lot of those miscommunications happen.
Okay, picture this. You've had a really rough day. You walk in the door, you're stressed out, quiet, maybe you don't even make eye contact. To you, you're just trying to decompress, right? But our dogs, they're like little emotional sponges. They don't sit there and think, oh, mom or dad had a tough one today. Nope. Their first thought is almost always, what did I do wrong? Your emotional distance feels like a punishment to them, and they have no idea why.
And that leads us right into consistency. It sounds so simple, but man, it's something we forget all the time. Think about it. One day, the couch is fair game for cuddling. The next day, they get yelled at for jumping up. You know? That kind of inconsistency doesn't teach them anything except anxiety. Dogs crave clear rules because they genuinely want to know how to make us happy. When the rules are always changing, they're just confused. For a dog, knowing the rules means feeling safe. You know, this quote just nails a huge misconception. We tend to think that raising our voice shows we're the boss. But from a dog's point of view, a loud, harsh tone doesn't mean authority. It just means danger. It instantly floods their system with cortisol. That's their stress hormone. And over time, that's not building respect. It's actually chipping away at their trust. A real bond, a strong one, is always built on a foundation of safety, not fear.
So, okay, it's super clear that how we talk to them matters. A lot. But it actually goes even deeper than that. The real question is, do we actually understand and respect who they are at their very core? We're talking about their natural canine instincts.
Just look at that number. Over 200 million scent receptors. It's almost impossible for our human brains to even wrap our heads around that. We experience the world through our eyes, right? Well, dogs experience it through their nose. Every single sniff is like reading a detailed report. Who is here, what time they passed by, even what kind of mood they were in. It's how they get all their information.
So what does that mean for us? Well, here's the big takeaway. A walk isn't just about potty breaks or burning off energy. For them, it's like us scrolling through the morning news or checking our social media feed. Every smell is a story. So when we're rushing them, pulling the leash, saying, come on, let's go, we're basically ripping the newspaper out of their hands. A slow walk with lots of sniffing is actually way more mentally tiring and satisfying for them than a fast one.
And hey, every dog has a unique personality, right? Some are shy, some are total goofballs, some are super serious. Well, we get into trouble when we try to force them to be something they're not, like dragging a timid dog into a crazy busy dog park or getting mad at a curious pup for being curious. That doesn't change who they are. All it does is bottle up all that frustration. And trust me, that's what leads to bigger problems later on.
And we also have to remember where they come from. At their core, dogs are pack animals. And in the wild, being alone isn't just lonely, it's dangerous. It's a threat to survival. So when we leave them by themselves for hours and hours, it can trigger that ancient, deep-seated instinct. That's why separation anxiety isn't just your dog being bored or dramatic. It's a real, genuine panic call, like, where did my pack go?
Okay, so I know some of that can sound a little heavy, but what can we actually do about it? The best part is you don't need some grand, complicated plan to make things better. It's all about the small things, the little intentional moments you share.
Okay, this is so cool. Seriously. Scientists have actually found that when you and your dog just look into each other's eyes, both of your brains release oxytocin, the love hormone. It's the exact same hormonal connection that bonds a mother and her baby. How amazing is that? It's a real biological connection that we build just by making eye contact.
But what happens when we're not making that connection? When we're there, but not really there, scrolling on our phones while they're trying to snuggle, or just too busy to give them our undivided attention. They totally feel that. And over time, a dog that feels ignored can start to,
Well, withdraw. They might sleep more, stop wanting to play, or just seem a little less excited when you walk in the door.
So we've got a little challenge for you this week from all of us here at Canine Dog Talk. Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one of these things to focus on. Seriously, just one. Maybe you add 5 extra minutes to your walk and just let them sniff to their heart's content. Or maybe you make a pact to put your phone away during cuddle time and just connect. It might feel like a small change to you, but believe me, it can make a world of difference to your dog.
All right, as we start to wrap this up, what's the big idea here? What does it all boil down to? Really, it's about understanding just how deep a dog's heart truly is.
If you only remember 3 things from our talk today, make it these. Number 1, communicate clearly. Be consistent. Number 2, respect their instincts. Let them be dogs. And number 3, above all else, cherish that bond you have, because it is so, so precious. And I just want to leave you with this one final thought. You know that look your dog gives you? The one where it feels like you're the only person in the world? Well, that's because to them, you are. You're their pack, their family. You are their entire universe. And our most important job is to never, ever break that incredible trust.
If this helped you see your best friend in even a slightly new light, please consider subscribing to Canine Dog Talk. We can keep going on this journey of understanding them together. And remember, be kind to your dog's heart.